Oh my goodness! Are you serious? Oh, dude! Why does a car need to be this fast on the road? Like,
exactly.
What the heck?
That's exactly.
Why does anyone need this much power?
Oh shit! There we go. Damn. Man. All right. Oh shit! Oh man, dude.
How'd that feel, Sam?
Excellent.
Give us a rundown. How have you been enjoying the car today?
Well, I kept it on the road and I stayed alive, and that was my #1 goal.
Look at that. Mission accomplished.
After one day of driving a Dinan-tuned F10 M5, the only word that comes to mind is insane. Such power paired with an incredible transmission allows this 4,400-pound sedan to perform in ways I previously thought impossible. Coming from the world of average, slow vehicles, a car like this is hard to imagine without experiencing it firsthand. The owner of this M5 estimates power figures around 700 horsepower, and that certainly feels accurate. In 2013, the F10 M5 appeared for sale in the US, and in early 2014, I witnessed one with extremely loud straight pipes in San Francisco. Since then, I have longed to get behind the wheel of this beast, and now in 2019, they are unbelievably affordable. A couple years ago while valet parking, I did have access to an M6 with the same powertrain and promptly lost traction in second gear, scaring myself, absolutely in awe of the power. It took until 2019, but thanks to Turo and a guy named Daniel, I finally got to try one out for a day, complete with Stage 1 Dinan tune, Dinan exhaust, and Eventuri intakes. As a previous owner of a slow V8-powered E34, it's incredible to experience what is now an affordable, modern, and massively depreciated super sedan. Today I'm taking the F10 for a drive, then I'm going to give it a SAM score.
Alright, so here I am in the F10 M5, having an amazing time so far. I went about 14 miles on the highway to get over here. I'm over in my neighborhood I'm familiar with. I'm going to hook up all my camera stuff, try out my new mounts, and see how this thing drives. Alrighty. There's actually an E34 Touring 525 right there. So I'm about to take a ride on the streets that I drive on every day, so it should be a great way to compare this car to the cars I normally get to drive. The BMW turn signal stereotype. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. Creeping uphill with the dual clutch. First gear. Very nice. BMW. So the one problem with this car that I can find, it has a squeaky paddle shifter, and it's the upshift paddle shifter, which I guess is preferable to the downshifter. But still, it's irritating. It's getting a little better, but still squeaky. So here's a steep hill that I drive up every day, a steep, bumpy hill. The ride quality is pretty impressive so far. Here I am in second gear. Let's do a little roll into the throttle. Okay, that's why they make these cars. Second gear just about broke them loose immediately. Hanging out in third for now. Taking a corner that I like to take in second. Here we go. Wow. The power is there. The chassis is amazing. What a wonderful four-door sedan. Second gear. intake noise is nice. So here comes a famous bump, a very bad bump. Let's see. The car did well. The car did well. It felt stiffer than the A8 that I drive over that bump all the time, but still soaked it up amazingly. I could feel the rear end hit it more than I can with the A8, but it still really kept it nice. The transmission in this car is just amazing. Just amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the preset M1 mode, which the owner affectionately called Beast Mode. Seems to put the shifts and everything right where you need it. I'm playing with the shift speed button. Oh yes, it is all the way up. Fastest shifts. As soon as the light turns green, I'm going to watch out for this motorcyclist, then I'm going to go for it. This motorcycle wants to play. The second you spool up the turbo, all hell breaks loose. And the tires. The downshifts are extremely nice. Wow. This damn turn signal lever is the hardest part of the car to get used to. If not for that, it would be almost perfect. Be quiet. Oh, it's the Valentine one. The famous V1. Indicating something ahead. Trouble ahead. Every time I stab the throttle, it responds accordingly. Third gear feels great. That's definitely going to be my gear. I almost feel a little play somewhere when it's in gear. On and off engine braking. Please, please be quiet. I'm about to take one of my favorite turns. There are cars in the way, but I'll try to give them some space. Try not to get too ridiculous here. Impressive. And I forgot I wasn't even in M mode. Here we go. The exhaust sounds great, although I get a lot of hints of Subaru WRX. The intake also adds to that, which is fun. Golf R on my right. This car just gets through the gears, I tell you what. If you got a gear, it'll get through it immediately. I'm gonna swing into a little place I know here. This thing's amazing on the turns. The steering wheel's fantastic, I must say. Here comes a tunnel, but there's a person walking through it, damn. Took it easy. Here we go. Ooh. Let's just get out of here. Let's get on out of here. When that turbo spools up, those turbos I mean, watch out. turn signal. So I'm out on a more open road here. This thing really likes to rip. It's just amazing what 600 or 700 horsepower will do to a four-door sedan. A sedan that weighs probably 4,300 pounds or so. It will pick up and move. The downshifts are amazing. Here's third to second. It made wastegate noise. Oh gosh. Third gear. Yes, indeed. Cruising up the coast. The California coast. There we go. Second gear. The way this thing boogies in second gear. So I'm going to drive up the coast a little bit, drive to a place affectionately known as Hellhole Canyon Preserve. I shall investigate this canyon and report my findings.
Continue on I-15 north for half a mile.
Wow. How beautiful.
All right, let's get out of this hellhole, shall we?
Just kidding, it's very nice. I don't understand the name.
All right. And away we go.
Wow. Traction loss in third. It is wet.
Damn, girl. Not serious. Oh, there. Slick. There they go. There they go.
Wow.
No questioning it, that's for sure. Only your tires. Hear that WRX sound? It's good to have excess. This must be the canyon. The hellhole. Fastest on-ramp of my life. Fourth gear merge. Wow. Let's do a third gear pull. Well, it doesn't bounce on the limiter, it sits on the limiter. I like it. Wow. Third gear feels like second gear in an auto. Third gear is the best gear. Yes! I love this fucking car. The power of boost compels you. Hello. Well, that was an amazing drive. I've devised a SAM score based on 16 different criteria totaling to 160 possible points. Let's see how the F10 M5 does. Category: Powertrain. Transmission. The M5's dual clutch unit is incredible, but with increased horsepower its clutches need upgrading, so 9 out of 10. Overall output. The S63 twin-turbo V8 is an amazing powerhouse, especially modified. 9 out of 10. Personality. While powerful, the S63 has little personality besides turbo noise, and it even pipes in fake E60 noises to the cabin. 5 out of 10. Perceived reliability. When they came out, nightmares involving dead batteries and normal BMW turbo issues began to scare everyone, and though they might go through oil and batteries, the S63 is generally reliable, even outlasting its weaker N63 brother. 7 out of 10. Category: Chassis. Capability. Though balanced and capable, the F10 M5 is a fairly large, heavy car. 7 out of 10. Fun. The feeling of a sporty, large sedan is always fun, especially when in rear-wheel drive with extreme horsepower. 8. Safety. Designed with the IIHS small offset frontal crash test in mind, the F10 is a safe sedan, but low ride height and an aging platform give it 7 out of 10. Driver inputs. Though a great wheel, the steering wheel leather feels low quality to me, unfortunately, and a squeaking paddle shifter is never acceptable. The rest of the cockpit is typical 5 Series bliss. Category: Value. Maintenance. Excluding parts failure, the S63 isn't known to consume much more than oil and batteries unless something goes wrong. They certainly seem to run hot though, and always have potential for turbo-specific issues. 6 out of 10. Cost of entry. The F10 M5 is almost undebatably the most car for your money available anywhere. The cheapest examples are in the low $30,000 range. That's a 10 out of 10 value. Long term. Being an M5, the F10 is bound to depreciate massively, but always hold a certain premium, then very gradually be treasured by future enthusiasts. 8 out of 10. Fit and finish. This particular example was mostly tight, but did have a rear door squeak as well as the infamous squeaking paddle shifter. 8 out of 10. Category: Styling. Innovation. The F10 had the task of replacing the controversial E60, and did so well, representing BMW's move towards their modern designs, yet still looking enough like a BMW. 7 out of 10. Longevity. This sedan is currently aging very well and should continue to look modern for a long, long time. 8 out of 10. Wow factor. Enthusiasts see you immediately, but the layperson has no idea unless looking closely. 5 out of 10. Personality. Though the normal F10 is fairly bland, the M5 sports an aggressive yet playful nature, featuring relatable front fascia and classic BMW themes, all wrapped in bulging, vent-adorned fenders, which remind you this is a real M car. 7 out of 10. Add that up for a total score of 119. Not bad for a super sedan. Thank you and happy motoring.
I would just say that it's the best high-performance sedan in the world.